Hey everyone, Fast Eddie here. First I'd like to say thanks to all my subscribers and all my viewers, and this is the video that I've been looking forward to make for a long time. So I finally got a hold of my buddy with this amazing bike, this 2015 BMW S1000 RR. So this thing is like 200 horsepower stock. So all the videos I made before that are pretty popular, how to get your knee down, how to get your knee down part 2. I was on my BMW, I was on my girlfriend's KTM, but now, because people kept commenting, well, that's easy to do on a sport bike or on an adventure bike. Can you do it on a full, powerful 1000cc bike? So it's like anything else. I'm in full gear. I'm in a big empty parking lot that I'm always in, which is really good grip, right? And there's minimal risk. I'm not gonna be going more than 25 miles per hour. And like I always mention, if you can't do this in a big empty parking lot going very slow, why in the world would you ever try it tripling the speed out on the public roads where there's gravel and cars and blind corners, right? So with the sport bike, first thing, this is a really awesome sport bike. It's modified, it's all kinds of crazy stuff. So the video I made before, most people when I see them on sport bikes, they have the Lion King syndrome, like this. They're all the way up against the tank, their arms are straight, and this is how your arms go numb and you can't steer the bike. How can I go left by pushing forward like this? The handlebar has to be pushed forward to go left. So I need to get my arms bent. I need to stay loose, play the piano. So first, this is how my arms need to be if I'm riding a sport bike. Next, I'm really far up against the bike. I need to get my butt back. When I get my butt back, I lower my chest almost to the tank. Yeah, now I got a little bit of room between the jewels, right? Arms nice and loose. So just upper body now. If I'm going upper body, it's the same thing, body, head, bike. So only upper body first. So I'm getting ready to turn the corner, I get my body position set up. Right before I turn the bike, I turn my head, and then I turn the bike. Body, head, bike. Now if you notice right here, I'm on the grip, my elbow is loose, my inside arm is nice and loose, my elbow is below my wrist, right? In between the windshield right here, this is where I want, say this is a field goal, and my head is a football, I want to miss. So I want to get my head to the outside of my windshield. So my head is way over here, my chest is all, my shoulders are opened up facing the direction I'm going, my elbow is below my wrist or at it, and this big thing, if I'm like this, and there's a big gap between my arm and the gas tank, I'm tense. Right, my arm is tensed up. I want to drape my outside arm across the gas tank from my shoulder to my wrist. I want it to be a wet noodle. No tension, no strength, no forcing, just let it relax. This is your upper body. For your lower body, of course you're on the balls of your feet, so if you check out. So if I'm going left, dragging knee turning left, I'm gonna get my toes all the way out of the way and get my heel up out of the way. I don't want to be like this. My toe hits the ground, I could break my foot, I could destroy my boots very quickly. Get your toe up against the bike, get it the heck out of the way. This little fender thing you have right here, which is on most bikes, you can even put your heel on top of it, get it out of the way. So first thing, make sure your toes are good. Next, you're gonna get your butt all the way back. So on this bike, this has a really good reference. This little point right here, I'm gonna put the crack of my butt all the way up against the back of the bike, half butt cheek off. Not full butt cheek off, because I start doing crazy stuff I'll demonstrate, and not just a little bit, right? It's about a half a butt cheek. So one butt cheek, right on the crack, all the way back. The key thing is getting yourself back. So butt's all the way back, skips the thing, half butt cheek off, right? So I'm on the bike, I got my toe knocked out of the way. Here's my lower body. This is how my lower body is set up. Half butt cheek, my knee is on the outside of the tank, tippy toe on this, I'm good. You should be able to let go and be comfortable because your legs are locked into the gas tank, your leg is pushed out. Now I'm not pushing, I'm not forcing, it's just in the position it's in, I can just relax. Here's your lower body. Opened up, open the leg. If you combine my upper body with my lower body, right? So I got my foot on the peg, my upper body is draped down, elbow below the wrist, outside arm across the gas tank, especially for sport bikes. Outside arm across the gas tank, just like this. This is how you set up before the corner begins. You don't want to be bouncing or moving while you start to lean. So when you're in a straight line and the bike is the most stable, get your body position set up before you turn. And once you start to lean into the corner and out of the corner, don't move your body. You do not want to be bouncing around, making the suspension do more work while you're leaned over. Doesn't make any sense. Your body position set up, everything good, body, head, bike. Into the corner, out of the corner, you don't move. Now a lot of people, they get their butt off way too far and they do this. And I'm trying to go left, but my shoulders and my hips are facing right. I'm trying to go left, doesn't make any sense. I want to wind up pushing the bike down way more than is necessary, extra lean. A lot of people slide out like this. So you want to keep everything opened up to where you want to go. You're getting your body to the inside for one of the main purposes of keeping the bike upright. The more upright the bike, the safer you're going to be. If I could take a corner and I'm only leaning this far, and you take the same corner but you're leaning this far, who is risking more? You are. If I could take the same corner at the same speed with less lean, I'm safer, especially for public road riding. The more the bike is upright, the better the suspension could deal with potholes or a bump or gravel or whatever else. You're fully leaned over and hit a pothole, you're probably gonna slide out. You're leaned over less and hit the pothole, it might freak you out, but you won't crash. So the purpose of doing this, and this is how I do it, like again, I'm not recommending to go try this out going up to Julian or wherever you're riding around. This is just if you want to do it on a sport bike, these are my tips. Butt all the way back, high butt cheek off, outside arm draped across the gas tank, relaxed. Chill, chill, chill. Of course, like anything else, you're not gonna get it first time or fifth time or whatever. You have to practice. And you have to put in the time to practice. And not just I'm gonna spend 20 minutes doing it. You gotta spend a lot of time if you wanna become efficient at anything, playing the piano or whatever else. So this bike's insanely powerful, right? It's an S1000RR, 1000cc, 200 horsepower stock, whatever it is. I'm not even gonna switch gears. First gear on this bike can do 80, 90. I'm gonna stay in first gear, and this bike has a badass exhaust on it, really loud. So you can hear my throttle control. It's not going, because then the suspension's gonna be bouncing. So I'm leaving it in first gear to make it harder. I don't want it to be easy. I want to do difficult things and practice very difficult in first gear. So if I take this thing to the track and I'm going in fourth gear, the throttle control is so much more forgiving. But if I can handle the bike at lower speed in first gear, man, I can handle it anywhere, right? And if you can't do this in a parking lot, I don't recommend doing it out there. Unless you're at a track or a big place, right? So I'm gonna jump on and do some big figure eights. Watch my body position as I approach the turn, what I'm doing, where my body's at, watch my outside arm, etc., etc. If you noticed from my last video, I got my brand new Lee Parks design sumo gloves. They're pretty awesome. I made a whole video about them, and they lived up to the expectation and well beyond. Really good gloves. Whole time I'm going around, where's my body position? Am I leaning forward? Am I sliding? Are my legs engaged? Where am I looking? How's my throttle control? Are my arms relaxed? Is my outside arm up and tense, or is it loose against the gas tank? Is my chin pointed where I want to go? Speed, where am I going? Where am I looking? Right in front of me, or am I looking way ahead? Constantly get out there and practice, but the bike doesn't matter. So stay tuned, I'm gonna make another video on how to do slow speed maneuvers on a 200 horsepower sport bike. Again, I'll explain how to do and what to do it, but the bike doesn't matter. Again, 1000cc sport bike, I haven't ridden this bike in 7 months. First time ever riding a sport bike in probably 7 months. Right before I made the video, I practiced for 5 minutes and bam. The technique is what matters. Bike's irrelevant, guys, I promise. Make a comment, don't forget to subscribe, share with your friends, and I'll see you next time.